Hello everyone, Key of W here with Gemcraft. I come to you admitting defeat. So I've been saying the plan is we gain some level ups and then progress through the game on glaring difficulty. And every time I come back and say we just got to do a little bit more and then we'll be strong enough. And in fact, in the previous video, with the strategy we used for the H fields, we could do a lot of damage that way. But the trouble is, in order to really take advantage of that, we need not just more levels up in the skills we have, but we need more gem skills. We need the skills that go here, so the critical hit gem, the chain hit gem, that kind of stuff. And that's what we had here. Here we had critical and chain hits here, here, and there. We got pool bound, we got blood bound. All of these levels have at least one gem type not in this list that is almost required to get far in glaring difficulty. When we just have, say, these gem types, these five, I mean, the cyan gem we don't yet have the skill for, but if we just have these five, we can do pretty good, but we're going to struggle once we get to like the 70th or 80th wave, because the enemies are just going to be a little too strong. We don't have the ability to catch up. We need something here. So I think the strategy now is going to be go back to looming difficulty, push through to the new skills, and then we can bump the difficulty up. I hope that makes sense. But the trouble is, to get to those skills, I checked just to make sure, to get to those skills, I need to go unlock a certain ability that is all the way over here. Somewhere in this area. It's all the way over here. We need to get through this level. And one of the reasons this level is kicking my ass so much isn't entirely because I'm not high enough level. Look at the gem types I have. I don't have any of the gem types that allow me to just take off running. I need the chain hit to really make the mana traps do really, really well. I need the critical hit to keep my damage up high enough. Bloodbound and poolbound really help keep things afloat. Since I don't have any of those here, I just have the sort of basics. It helps me get through like 50 or 60 waves just fine, but after that, it's just too hard. So I'm going to do this level on looming, and we're going to push our way to the next ability, and that'll be this video. Once we get that, I'm going to reevaluate how we're going to progress from there. But we are just going to start here with the skills we have at looming difficulty. It feels like admitting defeat to me. It just feels like that because the levels are going to be a little bit easier now. Even at this level here. You know what? I'm actually going to push the mana lock up once. I'm going to do that, see what happens. I didn't do this in my practice run, so hopefully this doesn't cause a problem. It's going to be annoying, but we'll make it work. But at looming difficulty, this is going to be a little too easy because we're a bit over leveled for it. But that's okay. We'll make this work. There we go. So this level has a lot of paths. Let's make sure there's only one. So I'm going to block this, so we have to go around the slightly longer way. I'm also going to block here. So we're going to block this one. We're going to go around the left. We're going to block here. We want to go this way around, so let's block those. I think that's all we have to block. The orange-purple mix is going to be the best mix because I want those for everything. But I'm going to try to use the other gem types as well. Take advantage of what we have. But we're going to start. This is where I'm going to put the mana trap. And it's just going to be a pure orange gem. None of these other mixes are going to help with what I'm going for at the moment. I'm going to make sure we have this. I want to make sure that armor tearing is at least present in everything. The mana leeching is just extra bonus. I think I also would like a blue-purple here. So just help slow enemies down. So these two right here are going to be enough to get through the first few waves, because like hit points are so low now because I just went to a lower difficulty level, but whatever. I also want, let's see, I can put one more. I'm going to put these here, and I'm going to do a pure green gem there. That is going to clear out. It's not going to destroy everyone because this doesn't have chain hit, so it's not going to hit every enemy coming through. It's going to get overwhelmed, but it will at least clear out like a quarter to half of the enemies coming through so that these gems don't get overwhelmed here. That's how we're going to start. And we can just do this. Okay. So I'm going to upgrade this a couple times. just to make sure we have a stronger gem at the front. Let's keep doing this. All right, what's next? I'm going to put a couple gems here. I'm gonna do, you know what? I'm gonna do a mix. No, I'm just gonna do pure. No, I'm gonna mix green and cyan. Just have this go, and then have a trap for pure cyan, which is more than enough. It's not gonna hit everybody. This will clear out some more. It's just extra damage along the way. Let's do this. Okay, I want another cell here. This one's going to be another orange purple, I guess. Let's bring this up to level 5. Alright, let's bring this up as well. This will get us really far. Okay, now let's upgrade this gem in the trap. Because it doesn't have chain hit, it's going to have way fewer hits than the ones we had in the previous video, so we're not going to get nearly as much mana. We'll still be able to get to like level 12, level 13 gems. We're just not going to get a lot of them, and we're going to get overwhelmed very shortly into endless mode, and we're not going to have nearly as much XP. So no more of the 4 million XP per level. We're going to probably have 500,000 if we're lucky. I think I need one more gem. Let's make it... Is there any other... I'm going to make it purple-green. I don't know. I want it to all have purple. I want to make sure there is no chance that enemies still have armor by the time they come through here. The poison gem should also go up. This will also clear out a lot of enemies. Yeah, looming difficulty poison's a lot more useful just because in the higher difficulty levels, their HP is just too high. Poison doesn't do anything. Not unless I really upgrade my gems. I should probably put the beam enhancement on these. I want them to fire more often. You know what? Let's make this one ignore armor. Let's make sure these go up. Yeah, it's only got 400 hits. If it was chain hit, it would have at least 1,000 by now. Want this to go up. I'm not really struggling at all, so I'm probably overthinking it. I definitely want this to happen. I should probably take advantage of this shine. It's the type that returns the inserted gem. So it's not even like a waste of a gem. And it increases the max damage of the gem. So it's best used once I start getting overwhelmed. But I can do it this way at least. Upgrade, add that. I mean, the amount that it increases the max damage is still not all that much. Let's see. Let's bump this up to 10. That should go up to 8. Well, let's see. Pretty much just run this. There. I'm going to upgrade this even further. Make a level 6 tip bomb here. I think we'll be fine. There we go. What's this? How much does this need? There we go. Go to level 11. So there's no way that this has earned as much mana as I've spent on it yet. I mean, it has earned some of the mana back, but the quicker I get it up to the highest level, the faster it will earn me more mana. So that is why I'm continuing. I think I should bump these up as well. Let's try this. You know what? Since you're a poison type, if I have you randomly attack, you'll just give a lot of poison to everybody. There we go. You know what? Give me a lot more XP. Because, I'm not too worried about the, amount of mana I'm getting right now. I should probably worry a little bit about this here. this ready? No, it's not ready. So let's just upgrade there. We should be good here. Level 12. This poison trap won't be useful for much longer. Alright, how close are we to be ready here? Not quite. Let's just do this. Yeah. Not much we can do about the really, really powerful giants. There we go. That's clearing them out. A little more, we can get a level 12 gem here. Alright. Cool. So yeah, only 288,000 right now. And we're not going to last that long in endless mode here, so let's keep it going. Let's at least drop these. How much HP they got? 10,000? I mean, yeah, this really isn't doing much, so I should probably get rid of it soon. Ooh, those guys are fast. I'm actually going to duplicate this. I want to slow those guys down. Let's see how much. Man. How much HP? Only 400,000. I'm still getting sort of steamrolled by him. Let's go here. I'm going to duplicate this guy now. We'll see if this is any use. Damn, these guys are really tough. Not doing much, but so far so good. 400,000 even starts feeling like a little bit of a pipe dream here. I gotta be a little bit more careful with my mana pool. It's taking very long to replenish, that if I start a single enemy hitting the orb is going to be the end of the level. There we go. Yeah, I mean, at least I'm getting some levels of mana, but I'm not really getting enough to upgrade my gems as much as I'd like. And I think it really is just because I don't have the chain hit. Or Bloodbound or any of that kind of stuff. Okay, this is not quite enough to upgrade this to 13, which isn't really going to be enough of an upgrade, I don't think. Yeah, let's wait until this guy gets around the corner so I can hit multiple in one go. And like that. And it's still not enough. 2 million HP, it's just too strong. Alright, this will be enough to upgrade you, but 12,000 damage at max really is not enough. Not much I can do. Let's just say 400,000 is a good goal for this level, so if I can hit that at the very least, we'll call that good. At least that beacon is far enough away that it's not going to cause a problem, right? It looks like the pulse. No, it is going to hit this gem here. Doggone it. Uh-huh. Are we going to make it? Are we going to make it to 400,000? It's not looking like it. That's well timed. Took care of those guys. Oh, no, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. Because even if they start getting the orblets, I have enough to tank some hits. Here, let's do this. Yeah, this is going to give a lot of poison damage. I mean, the enemies have a lot of HP, but it's going to give enough poison damage. It should take care of the little guys. You're way too strong. What the heck? They have so much HP, yeah. Here, let's start attacking the people with the lowest HP. Because at the very least, it's going to give me the most XP. Because it's going to kill the most enemies, even if it does not lead to a victory here. I've got enough to upgrade that. Okay, almost there. Once we hit 400,000, I don't care what happens. Alright, bring it up. Let's suck as much XP out of this as we can. I'm just going to save this for when we start losing it, and I'll call it when it looks like we're not getting any more, and that's now. Yeah, so that feels kind of depressing after doing all those wonders with glaring difficulty. It also means we're going to get way worse fragments, so I'm just going to kind of ignore the ones we get. We can destroy them for shadow cores, and we're not going to get much in the way of level ups. 2 level ups out of that was lucky. Okay, goodbye. Okay, can we do anything here? I think I'm going to hold on to the skill points. I think what I want to do is upgrade fusion. Actually, you know what would be best is let's do it now. Upgrade fusion all the way to 39, and then just wait till I get back to 500 skill points. Just so I can get my gems a little quicker. So, here's the thing. Part of the reason, one of the many reasons why I have gone to this strategy of me giving up instead of doing what was before, is I already need another skill just to finish this field anyway. So we're going to push to get the curse skill, which is over here. It says G2. This is field F, so G is going to be right below it. So we're going to push through this way. No reason to play this level till we have curse anyway. And the skill behind this one I looked up is actually a pretty good one as well. So we do want to get that level eventually. But we'll jump into this one with easier gems. Now, oh, this is a compass level, and it's the 3rd one. So this compass is already pointing in the correct direction. But I do want to spin it all the way around. Oh no, I've already done that achievement. We got a couple tombs. We can get some good value out of that. Alright, I'm going to start with... Okay, we got chain hit gem here, which is nice. Oh, hold on. That'll go there. Okay, we have a little bit less mana to go with at the start of this. Block that. So this is the choke point. We're going to have chain hit with mana. So we're actually going to have a lot more mana in this level just because of this. I'm going to put one of these here. I'm actually going to put it here. And that's all we really need, but let me put a poison trap there. Put some walls. There we go. This will clear out a lot of guys. Let's get the next mana level. Cool. There. upgrade that. Make sure we have a good gem in place. Duplicate here. Have it provided enemies survive long enough. Let's actually put you there. Alright. There we go. Just gem bomb that Spectre. Not even gonna deal with it. I can probably take more advantage of gem bombing things now that I get more mana. Like, if this strategy works out really well, I have enough mana that I can indiscriminately throw really powerful gem bombs. Let's get another... Let's actually... Hold on. I want this guy. I just really want to make sure there's a powerful gem here. And I want... another one of these guys here. And let's do... this. Plenty of gems. Take advantage of everything. Actually, put you here. And then I'm going to put this one. I'm going to do one with slowing. I'm going to do every gem type. The slowing's not super useful. I've been saying before slow gems really don't do anything, but we're starting to get to the point where the swarmlings and the reavers move so fast that slowing gems actually do something. But still not at the point I want to put any skill points into it. That'll come later. Alright, let's upgrade this to and put that on there. We should probably upgrade the poison trap as well. Like so. Now the mana lock isn't really bothering me being at 40 seconds, so it's at least a bit more XP. I think this level 500,000 is easily possible. We'll see how much higher we can go than that, but that feels like a downgrade after the last few levels we've done. Let's throw some more money at these. When do I want to... I don't want to open the tombs yet. I want to wait till later in the level because I don't know exactly how strong these guys are going to be. Like, I've played this level before. I remember they're strong. Like, if you open the tomb too early, you're basically dead. But I don't know if I might already be strong enough to take care of him. Alright, that should go up. That should go up. These should be targeting randomly, so they hit everybody indiscriminately. In fact, I can duplicate both of them. Make sure they're randomly targeting. There we go. And level 12. Uh-oh, beacon, guys. Let's see. Almost get that one to level 12. Level 12 poison gem ought to be fun. What's this give me? 30,000 poison damage? That's easily killing everyone on the field so far. Let's see here. Let's upgrade the mana gems we got now. I think actually... no. I think... I want to put a copy of this for healing suppression. I don't have to worry about these gems too much. Let's throw that up. I think it's time to open this guy. 1 second. Because then I can just do this. Make sure I... Okay, are they all giants? Yeah, we'll see. But this guy, now it costs a lot less too, so we'll throw this up to level 13. Yeah, eventually this poison gem ain't doing much. seem to be doing all right with the tomb being opened here. Yeah. Alright, got another level 12 gem out here. I should probably just put another trap down and put this gem in the trap. Well, we're doing alright. Break that open. Here, we're gonna make another one of these. Bring it to level 12. And we're definitely gonna survive this. There we go. That's nice. This should go out. I'll almost have enough mana here. But yeah, you see the difference it makes just to have the chain hit in there? It's got so many more hits on it. Of course, the extra levels of fusion does help because now it only costs 200,000 instead of 210,000 to upgrade this, for instance. But that's small potatoes compared to just how much better it is to have the chain hit gem. So yeah, until I unlock chain hits and or critical hits, we're not going nowhere in glaring difficulty. So let's just make sure we have some strong gems here. But we're going to last a bit longer. Oh, we're already at 500. Maybe 700 to 800,000 is possible. This poison gem should probably go because now enemies are too strong. So once that goes, we will duplicate, have another level 12. You know what? Let's have multiple of these level 12 gems. Oh. That's not what I want to duplicate. I want to duplicate this. 4 of those. So that should give me plenty of mana, which will help me stay ahead of the monsters for a bit. So duplicate that. Yeah, one more upgrade of this and I can... Ooh, hold on. A little feisty. How about we get a level 12 slowing gem? That should help. You can attack randomly because you do enough hits per second. Alright. Level 15 gem. Definitely possible. Let's see. We got a lot of beacons on the screen right now. How much HP do we got? 5 million? Yeah, again, it's just not enough damage even at this level. Critical hit is what's going to save us here. Of course, I also haven't put a lot of skill points into the armor tearing gems, which would make them stronger, I think. Is that right? No, it would just make the armor tearing higher. This armor tearing is more than enough. Like, it doesn't even matter at this point. I'm not running into enemies with a high enough amount of those. Oof. So let's upgrade you. And you. Oh, hey, what if we did hit 1 million with this level? I don't think it's going to happen, but what if it did, though? Man, these beacons are just annoying to listen to. I'll say that much. Let's upgrade you to level 14. And then maybe to 15. How much? Okay, this guy's going to die in 2 seconds. Okay. Let's go here. Yeah, look how fast these guys are. Look at how fast they are. So eventually slowing gems will actually be a useful thing to have around. Holy crap. Slow down. Wee -woo, wee -woo, wee -woo. You're under arrest for going way over the speed limit. Okay, so I got 2 15ers. Let me get a... Oh, hold on. Let's get rid of these. How much HP these guys have? 37 million. That's a lot. Hold on. Here's what we're going to do. Duplicate that. We're going to combine those, and we're going to drop this here. Ooh. Okay, so we're not going to make it much longer. But we will, if I go for least hit points, get to 1,000,000 points. And I have so little mana that if anybody is banished, it's game over. So let's see how much more I can squeeze out of this. Man. There we go. Let's at least get something out of this. How much more can we squeeze out? I got a lot of mana to burn. Ooh, more than 1,000,000 mana. Look at that. I'm not going to get a lot more HP, or not, XP it looks like. Yeah, it looks like I'm not really getting anything. So we're going to just end it here. Just avoid dragging out the inevitable. Okay, let's keep going. So that level went well because we had chain hit gems. But we don't have them here. This one we just have the 4 we've unlocked, so we're going to be stuck with other stuff. That's worthless. Yeah, we're just going to hold on to these. And we're going to jump in at looming difficulty and unlock this wizard tower. So we have a lot of locks that all take shots. So let's block here. Let's make sure everyone goes around this way. And let's also... I'm going to block this spot, so when I open the tombs, they have to take the long way. And we're going to put... You know what? We're going to put 2 traps here. I'm going to do a pure mana trap there. And a pure poison trap here. We're going to do a mix of orange-purple. I'm going to do that here. I'm going to do a mix of blue-purple here. And... here I'm going to do green, blue, man. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is going to attack structures. Actually, hold on. Let's start by attacking the ones up here. Structures first. And then let's just get something to gem bomb. Oop. Okay. We're going to have another here. We're going to make sure it's at a higher level. And now, get this up. Let's get that poison gem working. Nice. Let's put another guy here. I'm going to duplicate. These are all going for structures. All 4 of them. Let's start taking care of these shot locks. What the? Another guy? Goodbye. Let's wait for the mana lock to recharge, and there we go. Actually, hold on. This should be at the next level as well. You again? Thought I got rid of you. There's a lot of specters in this level. Oh, let's get rid of those. Okay. Let's see. All of these should be upgraded so that they do more shots per second. $80 waves? Why are there 80 waves? That's a lot of waves. That's going to make things somewhat difficult toward the end, but that's okay. What the? Hey, go away. It's like the 4th Spectre already. Alright. That poison trap is more than enough power for now. Okay. Let's go here. Let's do that. How much is it to bomb it? Just throw it back. Let's mix those. I think we're good as far as prepping these shot locks. Even though we still have 5 to 6 towers, they are going down pretty quick. How about you? Just get a little bit more mana and... Cool. Level 11 gem. The fact that we haven't even used up all the shots on this means I am overpowered. So we're good there. Alright, let's go. Bring it on. Ooh, these guys are way weaker. Actually, how weak? Wow, we can just do that. Indiscriminate bombing runs. Alright. I think we're good. Alright, next one. Those are giants, so I'm not bombing them. Alright, let's go to level 12 here. But those guys, however, we will bomb. Ooh, look at that. Another achievement. Achievements are good. We got all the time in the world to get that shot lock. We're good. Do we want to start bumping this up? Not quite yet. Let's bump you up. And you know what? Let's throw up all those. So with all these gems hitting it, yeah, we're good. And last but not least, yeah, toothless, absolutely toothless. This seems powerful enough. Uh-huh. Done. Hornet nest. Oh, cool. Not worried about swarmlings right now. Okay. I see how it is. I'm gonna duplicate you. And I'm going to bring you up to level 11, and you up to level 10. Yeah, they're fast, but I'm faster. This should have its own trap. I might be causing some trouble for myself if I do this too long. No, I think I'm good. That's a lot of guys. Yeah, there's like 200 guys on the field right now. Alright. Give me my mana pool hit real quick here. I'm gonna need it. There. And there. Yeah, so I am getting a bunch of mana, but it's still not as much. What the heck? Look at all those guys with shields on. Call 75 waves early. We did it. We called 75 waves early. Well done, everybody. Those should be higher level. You still shouldn't be getting past me. That's rude. I mean, this is, in fact, my own fault for enraging these waves as much as I have. Because I've enraged them multiple times. But it looks like I'm holding. Barely. Goodbye. Alright, well, they really think I'm doing well with the freeze spell here. Oh, possessed monsters, huh? Okay, I think we're good. We are so good. Hey, we're doing well here. We might actually hit 1 million. We would have to get... Because I know endurance mode is going to get difficult very, very quickly. Oh. Swarmling domination, map hex tiles, levels and levels. So let's see what we got. Let's duplicate that. Let's upgrade. And then let's just see how much I can squeeze out of this level. Okay, not use up all the missiles. So far, so good. Now, these gotta get a lot of hits for anything happens. I don't need this gem. It's just not gonna be good enough for me. So let's do this. We can upgrade any of this stuff. Let's upgrade you, you, you. Okay. Almost. Let's say here. Whoa! Those are annoying. Oh, another one. Oh, that's actually a really weak specter. This level has a lot of specters in it. Goodbye. Oh, he's gonna reach the. Okay. 438 means we can do this. I should probably move it a little bit more centralized because it could still hit everybody just fine. Actually, hold on. Let me just get as much as I can out of this. Out of that. To make sure I get that extra bit of XP. What do you got? 4 million XP? Been there, done that. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Oh boy. Let's get you. Let's get you up. Slow down. I haven't got to 1 million points yet. Wow, all these enemies are really strong now. Is this going to do anything? It's really not that much mana from those. Alright, time to move to just attack whoever's got the least hit points. Come on, let's get as much as we can. We can hit the 1 million. We can do it. I believe in us. I believe. It's very unlikely, because I would need to kill a lot of guys. And... oh boy. No, no, it's possible. I'm still getting some mana. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, no, it's not looking like it. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. It's fine. I'll take the 950k. Cool. At least it'll give me a couple level ups. That's what we're looking at. Question is, do I continue? Do I make this just a really long video? I'm going to make this just a really long video. I'm going to try to speed it up here because there's not much left to do. There's 2 more levels before we get the thing, so I don't want to stop and make a video with just 2 levels in it. So we're good there. I'm going to just jump right into here. We do get the critical hit in this level, which means we can survive a bit. But we have a new battle trait, Swarmling Domination. Swarmlings get decreased duration on slow, freeze, and curse. I'm not too worried about that because I'm not usually doing... I mean, the slowing effect is a problem because I do want to slow them down, but I haven't really struggled with it too much yet. So I'm okay having decreased duration on it. It is duration, not amount, so that's fine. An extra wave of Swarmlings, not afraid of it. I'm just going to add 3 of them. Here we go. So, first of all, no one's going through there. Let's block with a tower here, and we're going to do just pure critical hit. Here's another tower, but I'm not going to do pure critical hit there. Here's another tower, so they got to come through here. Here's another tower. Another tower. I want to do it with towers because I can do it with walls elsewhere. Actually, really, it's just towers everywhere. It should force everyone to go through this path. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure we have a high level here. And then we're going to put a trap here that is pure mana. Unfortunately, no chain hit, so this actually isn't going to be as useful as other levels would be. Alright, once we have this going, what I want is... Oops, that's not what I want. I want to focus the yellow, because the armor tearing isn't as big a deal right now. We're going to shielded highest armor of these guys. Oh, Corrupted Mana Shard. Never depletes, but it weakens firing gems. So we don't want gems firing at this unless we create a gem purely for the purpose of going for the Corrupted Mana Shard, which I might do just to see what happens. Alright, I am getting a little overwhelmed here, so let's make sure I have strong enough gems, like so. This should at least hold off the enemies for a while. Here. I'm going to also... Oh, this guy's going to go here. Okay. Let's say here. And then... randomize there. And here another pure thing. How's that sound? Alright, let's get some mana up in here. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Ooh, that's scary. I should be careful because this is a long wait to get my mana back. Alright, let's put a tower up here, and I'm going to duplicate this, put it there, have it attack structure. Now watch what happens when it attacks. Look at the power of the gem. It just goes down. So it actually starts taking less mana with each hit, but it's still going to be taking mana with each hit. So the purpose of doing this is to at least extract as much mana as this costs to make. And even if not, once I remove this gem, it's still worth the amount of mana it is, so I get most of that mana back. So I end up with a surplus, provided I let it ride for a while. Let's have these be at higher levels, so are these... because we want to make sure we have some amount of armor tearing happening here. How about you? Yeah, at this point the gem is useless for fighting, but if it gets me a mana surplus, then it's good. This is not the greatest place to put a Shrine of Energy. Will it hit anybody? I mean, it will at least make more mana than it costs to make. So there's that. Alright. Let's upgrade this, upgrade that. Alright. There. Again, shield it, make sure that's in fact doing it. Okay, we're in good hands here. How about this? Well, that'll give me. That is more than it costs to make, so that at least is a surplus. What are we at here? 2 to 15 damage? Pretty pathetic. I think it's gotten enough mana. So it gave me 500 to remove it. So as long as that gave me about 250 mana, I have a mana gain from doing that. So now I'm going to duplicate this one, have it attack structure. And in fact, I'm going to have it attack the structure this way, see if that's any good. I don't know if this is the right way to do it. That might not be. It deleted its power so fast. Nine possessed giants, huh? Let's get some XP on this level, huh? Okay, so far so good. I'm gonna get rid of that. Let's try again. A lot of strong-ass giants here. $9,000 mana? Yeah, it says not worth it. You better believe that. How about this? Yeah? How about you go to level 12, and you go there. Oh, this is easy. We got this. We got this. Trouble is, there's so few waves, we don't have a lot of XP. So even if we last a while in endurance, we're not gonna get our blessed million. It's not gonna happen. That is an annoying place to put it. How are we doing down here? Alright, let's get rid of that. Salvage mana from Jet. I hadn't done that one yet? Okay. Well, let's see if we can get to 600,000 or 700,000. That's at least what I'd like to do. A corrupted mana shard? Harvesting mana from that shard makes my gems weak, but it all seems to have unlimited capacity. Who made this and for what purpose? Cool. Let's squeeze some stuff out of this level. I wonder what else I can squeeze out of this guy here. That's a pretty good amount of mana squeezing out. It actually did pretty well. Wow, that's pretty good. So now I'm going to put this here. Yeah, this should help me upgrade some of these guys, but it's still not quite enough mana. Again, the chain hit would be what would allow this to get just so many hits. I'd have probably 7,000 to 8,000 hits if that chain hit on it. Alas. That's enough to at least get me here. Let's see if I can get this gem a little stronger. Should probably start thinking about armor tearing as well. How much is this taking? 19 armor at a time? These guys have a lot, but the other guys, I should probably be taking more armor off per hit. But more importantly, I should be doing that. Let's do these. 50 armor per hit's good, yeah. That's going to hit everybody enough times to remove their armor. Armor's not hugely a factor anymore because the armor doesn't scale fast enough to really bother me. If I'm doing 10,000 damage a second, having 1,000 armor is... it does something, but it doesn't stop me from killing anybody. Alright, let's bring you to 12. Yeah, it's just gonna be a challenge to get above this level 13, because to get 400,000 mana, we just not get enough hits out of these guys. Alright, well we easily hit 700,000. We're gonna hit 800,000, I think. I don't think anything's gonna stop us from that. So it's just a matter of, can we get to 9? Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Wanted to do that. Bring it on. Alrighty. Yeah, okay. Let's just every man for himself here. Just go for the whoever's got the lowest HP, clear out the swarmlings, get some extra XP. See if we can't push up to 900,000. I have a feeling we could. I don't think it's going to be 1,000,000. I think it's going to be 900,000. I think that's where we're going to end this one. As we watch this go nuts. Like, so far, not a lot of enemies are getting through, but it's about to change very soon. It also helps that the non-giant enemies are not strong enough to survive. Well, it looks like they are strong enough to survive. Come on, let's just get to 900,000. There we go. Cool. Let's do one more level. It's going to be the level that gives us the curse ability. We've already got more than 180 achievements, so we could use that achievement reset again if it was a thing. But it isn't a thing. So now, do I have points for skill? No, I'm just going to hold on to those. Let's jump into G2. Let's do it. Okay, a lot of traps here that are already built for us. Let's make the most labyrinthine possible pathway. So this monster nest will eventually destroy. We need to kill 790 monsters. That's easy. It's going to happen. We've created so many extra monsters from the difficulty settings. So they're going to come through this path here. So let's make this be the path. Then here, we're going to block this one off. We're going to have them go through. So we're going to block this way going around. So we want to block here and then like that. Everyone comes around this way. We're going to make them go through here and through there and down around. So that's the path. We get our blood-bound gems here, which is going to help. But without the chain hit, it's not going to give us more hits. It's just going to make the hits improve our gems a lot. We also get amplifiers. These, I feel, are kind of bait, because the amplifiers aren't going to help that much. But we're going to start, I'm going to build a mana trap here. Everybody's got to go through that, except for these guys. We're going to build as well. I'm going to start with the armor-tearing guy. There. And we're going to duplicate that. I'm going to put another one. I'm actually going to do a slow guy. Here, and then I'm going to duplicate you attack structure. I want this guy gone immediately. I think this will be enough to get us through the first few waves without too much trouble. This seems like there's some trouble. Let's make sure we survive this little group of guys. There. Alright. Now you go back here, attack just whoever's coming. That's better. Alright, let's duplicate these and then put one in, put these all here as well. So you're going to see why the amplifier is kind of a trap. So look, we're only getting a little bit of damage from the amplifier, which really isn't what we want. But the extra mana leached is really low. So we actually want to put towers here, but not yet. We want to clear out, we want to open the tome chamber. Then we're going to move our towers by the amplifiers. But that's really the only thing we'd want to do. We can do that. How about this? Gem bomb level 4. Shoot with a bolt, huh? So let's have you attack structures. Nope, nothing in those structures. That's okay. Okay, let's upgrade that. Make sure we have enough. I'm going to build another guy down here. Actually, I'm going to build one here. Do I want to be slowing any other gem type? No, I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna just to use the poison type. I know I have the pool bound as well, but if I have blood bound, it feels like pool bound's a waste of my time. All right, let's upgrade our traps a bit, because they're not doing all that much for me. They should be getting more mana from me, please. All right, here's a problem. I need to make sure we've got some more power from these. I probably need to put the beam power on this one, give him more hits. Uh-oh. Not what I meant to do. Meant to gem bomb this, but that is going to make this a bit challenging for the next foreseeable moments, because I'm going to overwhelm my guys. We'll see. There we go, Tome Chamber's open. So we'll build the tower over here. I'm going to move you, and we will upgrade, I guess. Actually, let's upgrade it that way. Well, seems like we've survived, maybe? Maybe? Alright. We should probably, as well, bring that up. Also going to put that in the trap. Should probably put the beam spell on these traps. Alright. There we go. Now that's the trouble we've been looking for. Okay, we survived, I think, my mistake. Let's get some more powerful gems, I guess. Let's put the beam power there. And hold on, 1 second, 1 second. Here, upgrade, there. Then I want this here, this here. Let's get some beam power. So what am I getting from the amplifier? It's really not a lot from the amplifier. Unless I upgrade what's in the amplifier. So first I'm going to upgrade this and those traps. How many hits we got in this trap? 1,000 something? Yeah, it's not even enough to make back my money, so to speak. At least we'll make it to the end of this level without too much trouble. I don't think. Except for those guys, they're way too fucking fast. Yeah, they're still, like, really fast here. Alright, let's... Wow, look how fast they are. Yep, super fast guys. Oh no, not those guys. Alrighty. What hits we got here? Okay. 2 level 12 gems ought to be something. Ah! Wow. I can move a gem over here if I need to. And I might need to. Yeah, it's nice to see them being more powerful, but... What the hell? This hasn't certainly gone like I planned it. There we go, that's better. Let's make sure you're at a higher level. Okay, at least got through it. It's not a lot of XP on that one, is there? Well, 600 to 700k is probably a good spot. Probably should have some more from our mana traps. Ooh, can I just get rid of that? I can just get rid of that. Uh-huh. Oh, ho-hum. Well, now it seems like it's too easy. Well, I'm also not boosting the enraging the waves with a level 6 gem, which was causing a bit of problems for me. So I guess without doing that, the level's a lot easier. Alright, let's eat a level 12. Alright, well 600,000 is definitely on the table. 700 probably on the table too. Uh-huh. This isn't doing a whole lot, is it? Alright, let's start upgrading these. There we go. That guy's gonna die in 2 seconds. There we go. Just not getting a lot of mana. Even though these give me a lot of mana per hit, they're just not going to get a lot of hits. That's just the unfortunate thing about it. Where are we at with HP for these guys? Already at 31 million? Great. Cool. Awesome. I love that. Yeah, they're just way too strong. I'm not getting enough extra damage from this for it to matter that it's by an amplifier. Yeah, this is where we are now. Let's just push to 600. Oh man, we're not even gonna hit that. Yeah, we're not even gonna hit that. Yeah, I probably just played this level wrong. That's okay. Let's break it. Alright. That's okay. We got the tome that we needed. We're not going to explore what this ability does right now, but we did at least get to that goal. Now, this doesn't mean I'm ready to go back to glaring difficulty on these levels we just did. all it means is I'm now able to progress. Like I can do this level now. The critical hit and chain hit gems are no longer blocked, I don't think. I think I can get to them without needing to do anything else, which will allow me to do a lot better on glaring difficulty, etc., etc. This is not useful. Skills still not quite back up to 500, but that's okay because the fusion is what I want. All right, well, that is that. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to figure out what my next step should be. I know I want to get the tome here, but I wonder if I should just push in to get the new gem types and then go back and clear out as many levels as I can. But we'll see. I will make that decision off camera. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you are having a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.